Lisa is surveying her class's test scores. She wants to profile her classmates based on intelligence and either kill or welcome them into her secret society. How best can she do this if she only has 10 slots available? So Lisa is obviously quite the psychopath, or maybe just a sociopath. She's part of some kind of secret society, which is kind of concerning, and she is basically trying to figure out who in her class is worthy of entering this elite group, this secret society, and which ones are just so stupid that she should kill them. Um, and how best to determine this, because this is she is hoping to be promoted in her secret society, and this is how she's going to do it, by finding either entries or victims of death, of assassination, because of their stupidity. So here are the test scores that she comes up with. So she surveyed a class that are 30 students, not including herself. And the scores vary a lot. They vary a lot. So we're going to figure out how Lisa can successfully calculate exactly who should die, who should enter, and who should maybe just stay alive and not go anywhere, based on their intelligence, because everybody who is successful should be allowed to move on into a better place in their life where they can exercise their talents and be geniuses like they are. So, first off, what we're going to do is Lisa decides to calculate the mean score. Let's change colors. The average score. Oops. So sorry. Average score. So, get out your calculators and enter in all of these scores, or that's what Lisa does. While she's doing this, let's talk a little bit about this secret society. So, this is a society that is intent on taking over the world, basically. They really hate stupid people. Well, their definition of stupid is anybody who's not a genius. And they're trying to. Their numbers are small, but they're trying to recruit enough people to secretly take over the world. Lisa is part of this, and basically, she has been assigned as a low-level member of the society to infiltrate her classroom, which she has just as a cover-up for the nature of her life, and figure out who is worthy of entering the society along with them, because at this point they're just asking third grade students, which is what this class is made out of. So Lisa is deciding which ones they should kill and which ones they should take and which ones they should just leave. So, once I'm done entering these into the calculator, so yeah, enter them between the curly braces, close the curly brace, and store it in list A. Okay. Then you're going to go to Stat, Calc, one variable statistics, and you're going to set the list to list A, and calculate. Okay, so here we go. We have the average score in the class being 83.283. That is terrible. That is a B minus, and Lisa is mad at her class. So clearly this guy got a little bit of extra credit, but that didn't help bring up the average a lot. That's probably because there's a guy who got a 23%. Real dummy right there. Just kidding, he's not that bad. Okay, and so that's the average score of the class. Next we're going to figure out the standard deviation of all of these class scores. So what's that? That's the average distance between any test score and the mean. sample standard deviation. And we get that, let's see, SD for standard deviation. Get that to be about 16.328. So that's kind of a wide spread. Let's find the quartiles now. Actually, before we find the quartiles, we should find the median of all this data. And according to this calculator, we have a median of 87.5. Alright. And now we can find the quartiles. So Q1, 73. Q3, we're just finding the first and third quartile, 94. Alright, so from here we can come up with the 5-number summary. Yay! Okay, so that's going to be, we have the minimum, which is 23. First quartile, which is 73. Median, which is 87.5. The third quartile, which is 94. And maximum, which is 107. This is the statistical data we have compiled from this list of class scores. Now, how are we going to use this? How is Lisa going to use this to figure out who to kill and who not to kill? Well, funny you should ask. So, what we're going to do is this. So, an outlier is a score whose, as we know, is a score whose value falls either 1.5 times the interquartile range, either above the third quartile or below the first quartile. So, the interquartile range, first off, is difference between these two. So 94 minus 73 is 21. Let's multiply that by 1.5. We get 31.5. Now, 73 minus 31.5 is 41.5. Now, if any score is 41.5 or lower in this list, it is an outlier. 41.5. Well, we have 23, and that is it. That's the only one that's lower. So we have one outlier, negative outlier. Let's put a little negative sign there. And 94 plus 31.5, 125.5. Well, we know we don't have 125.5, so, or anything higher than 125.5, because our highest is 107. So we know that there's no there's no upper outliers. So we know this for sure, that we can kill student number 15 because any outlier that's below the first quartile is obviously not worth living, so we can cross him off. But that still doesn't give us any information on how many people we can let in. So there are several ways we can figure this out. So the first one that Lisa could do is we can take the median, which is the middle score, and we can let in the first one we can do is we can let in the highest 10 people on the list. Now, that would be, let's change colors again. That would be 107, 100, 100, 99, 96, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 95, 94, 94, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 98, forgot that. It's 9. And the last one, which would be 91, I believe. 91. So we can let all these people in. And that is probably the most efficient way to get this done. However, this presents somewhat of a problem because we let in these 10 students. Well, there's no real variation among them. But I guess that doesn't really matter. No, this is the way you would do it. This is the way you would do it. You would take the top 10. Top 10. So the top 10 get let in. And that was the easy part. We have student 3, 4, 5, 6, 17, 19, 20, 23, and 26 get let in. Top maximum 10 scores. We have one student that's been killed already. And she can kill, for every one student that she brings in, she can kill, well, she can kill any of it. She can kill however many she feels is too low. So how many is too low? Well, too low for Lisa is anybody who is less than the average score. Right? Less than the average score. But it's, yeah, anybody less than the average score. Because anybody who's less than the average score is clearly just, compared to everybody else, just less than average, I guess. So let's find people to kill. Let's change colors. Always good to change colors every once in a while. A nice yellow color there. So now let us decide the lowest scores. So we know 23, that was low. That was quite low. 69, that's low. He is dead. Who else is dead? 68, that's even lower than 69. There's a 56 or something somewhere. There we go. Anybody lower than 87? 84 is lower than 87. 73 is lower than 87. 72 is lower than 87. 73 is lower than 87. Or I mean than 83. Not 87. Oh. Oops. Wait, that was wrong. Number 1 still survives. Just kidding, number 1's alive still. So sorry, I was looking at the median instead of the mean. So anything less than 83. Or 83 or less. Less than or equal to 83. 71 is dead. 81 dead. 79 and a half. 83. Ooh, you were close, but you die. 82 is dead. 77 is dead. And that's it. And who survives? Well, let's see. Survivors are number 1, barely. Number 8. Number 11. Number 14. Number 18. Number 29. And number 30. So, Lisa has finally figured out who she's going to bring into the society with her, the 10 and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people that she's going to kill because they are not smart enough to pass into her society. So, using this information, let's try to figure out some statistics about the people who are left over. And because what happens is the people that Lisa is working for is going to allow her to take in 2 more students, and she's already killed all of them. She's already let in all the ones that are still alive. So now all she has left are these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that are left. So we're going to enter these ones into our calculator as well. So we have an 84, a 90, an 89, another 89, an 87, an 88, and another 90. So these are guys that just didn't go anywhere because they weren't quite smart enough for anything. But she's allowed to bring in the top two, and then she's instructed, or she's allowed to bring in a certain amount from here, based on her best judgment. So calculate one variable statistics, and here we go. The average score here is 81.143. Anybody higher than this average score survives. That doesn't make oh, sorry. No, I was confused. 88.143. 88.143. Anybody higher survives. Or anybody higher than this can get brought. So, let's change colors yet again. Dark, rich, no, magenta, purple. Okay. So, let's see. This guy's lower. Nope, you don't get to come. 90 is higher, that's for sure. 89 is higher, barely. 89. 87 is too low, and 90 is higher. She could bring in these 4 people into the society. So, how does this end up happening? What does this end up as? So students, let's see who gets to come with them. Students 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Wait, no, 1 doesn't get to come. Sorry. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 11, 13, 14, 17, 19, 20, 23, 26, 29, 30. They all get to come into the secret society. And this is how we bring the human race to a higher standpoint using 3rd graders who have succeeded better on tests. Yeah. So that's how we used how to find outliers. That was one method we used. Remember this whole thing about this guy over here and the interquartile range, outliers. We found all this stuff. We found the 5-number summary. The 5-number summary. That was the second thing we did. Third thing we did to solve this problem is we found the average score of it, and that was how she ultimately decided who to take with her. So, just to rehash this, we used our understanding of outliers, 1.5 times the interquartile range above or below the 1st or 3rd quartile respectively. Outlier, average, the sum of all the scores divided by the number of all the scores, and the 5-number summary, which is minimum, Q1, median, Q3, maximum. And there we have it. 3 completely different statistical ways that Lisa used to solve this problem. And Lisa is us, and I am us, and I solved this problem. So that is how I exercised my knowledge of statistics that I learned from Precalculus semester 2 on National University for Jewel High School to solve this morbid problem that is really weird, but ultimately it helps Lisa figure out that these students are actually the ones that are going to come along on this ride of the secret society and stuff. So, and then the ones that die, which are poison to society, I guess. So thank you for watching this. If you're still sitting here, thanks. I mean, this was kind of a weird problem, but I feel that it allowed me to perfectly exercise my knowledge of statistics regardless of what it was about, and I hope that you'll understand that. So thank you and goodbye.